beautiful Aries, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your general love reading. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder that this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. If anyone claiming to be me asks you for money, e-gifts, donations, it is not me, it is a scam. I do not do personal readings. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. So please avoid those people or report them. It is not me. Let's move straight on to your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly so that we sync. Please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds, and let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Aries, let us see what is coming in for you. I'm doing this reading in mid-September, so it's good right through to mid-October. I'm going to do a general sort of overview of your energy. This is a chance for Spirit to talk about whatever it is they wish to talk about. I will be doing a separate singles reading if you're looking for love, or a twin flame reading, as well as a career reading. But this is a general love reading, so let's see what they would like to talk about. First card we got is a Strength card. Thank you so much, Spirit guides, guardian angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aries? What do they need to know regarding love at this moment in time? We've got the World card. That's in the resistance position. Thank you so much, Spirit guides, guardian angels. Can you please guide? Thank you so much. We've got the High Priestess. They want me to go again. Well, they want me to go 2 more in this position. So I will. Thank you so much, Spirit guides, guardian angels. Can you please guide? Okay. Oh, well, there you go. 2 more. Yeah. So we have the Chariot card and the Wheel of Fortune. So we'll go to each card as we come to it. Now, just before I start, just to let you know, I will be doing a free competition reading for 1 lucky subscriber. I'll let you know how to win that right at the end. I like to give them away. I do not do personal readings. I only give one away in a giveaway. So let's move on with the reading first, and we'll get to the competition later. Strength card. This is your protagonist energy, Aries. Loving yourself fully, respecting yourself, but also surrendering to the process. I feel like you are strong because you've had to become strong, is what they're giving me. I feel like be careful of your throat chakra, because I feel like opening up and saying how you truly feel is something that you may have, how can I put that? I mean, what they're showing me is you looking back at when you were really feisty and younger and really like, not cocky, but you know, when you had confidence and you felt like the world is your oyster. I feel like there's been a lot of struggle with love in the past, and I do feel that it's almost like, I don't really want to say it like this, but this is the way that they're describing it, so I'll give you what they're describing and I'll see what I can make out of it. It's almost like you've got quieter and quieter and quieter and quieter until such time as you're like, Okay, I just feel like there is empowerment here. You're stronger, that's for sure, but I feel like you're becoming, it's not that you're not speaking up for your needs, but I do feel like as soon as you notice something that you're like, oh, that's a red flag, or I don't like that, I feel like you're just disconnecting rather than speaking up. So just, I'm going to pull a quick card on it to see what I got coming in here, but it's connected to the throat chakra is what they're giving me about speaking up. Thank you so much, Spirit guides, great angels. Just to let you know, I opened the reading with the White Witch Tarot by Maya de Aust, and I'm using the Way of the Panda Tarot by Kimberly M. Sam. Thank you so much, Spirit guides, great angels. I don't know why they just said WW. So I guess they're right. W, Way of the Panda, and White Witch Tarot, W. I mean, maybe they're pointing to initials as well, WW. So I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. We got 7 of Wands. So that's you battling away. 7 of Wands also says protective energy. So perhaps you're not speaking up because you're still in a protective kind of energy of your beautiful heart. If you got hurt in the past there, this is, you know, it's almost like a self-defense mechanism. Maybe you're not, for example, saying what it is you truly want in a relationship when you meet somebody new. You may stay silent and just notice whether this person is right for you or not, and then just withdraw if it's not the case. Seven of Wands says that you are in a position where you can, you know, overcome obstacles. You're stronger than you think. Whatever happened to you in the past. I mean, Seven of Wands says you're a warrior. Look at that. Another W, they said. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. I mean, 3 Ws, perhaps that's a thing for you, Aries. I'm not really sure. But they're noticing the W's. I don't know why, if it's a thing. Maybe you and a person have a thing with W's. I don't know. So I'm going to leave that there. 7 of Wands. Yeah, look at that panda. It's like Rambo. It's got that little red bandana there. You know, fighting fire with fire. So I feel like you've had a bit of a struggle here, but they are indicating throat chakra has become a little bit less vocal. Oh, maybe it's about you when you go to express yourself, you choke up, you suppress the emotions, or you feel like, I can't quite go there yet. I don't know why I stuttered there. Perhaps you have a stutter. I'm not really sure. A speech impediment or something. But they just gave me a slight stutter. So there's something here with the throat chakra going on. I'm just going to go get your cards. We got the King of Swords, yeah, no speaking up there, and we've got the 5 of Cups. Okay, so King of Swords there, it showed up in the reverse for you. So there is an energy here of not being able to say what you feel like you could say. Now you may feel like that it's not that you don't want to speak the truth. I feel like you've disconnected from something here. Either it's a disconnect from a conversation with somebody that you've been persisting with, but you've felt like it's been an uphill battle, or you feel like you've had to get stronger, but you've become more muted about things. Not that you're not caring, not that you're feeling apathy, or that you've, you know, it's not that you're feeling like, well, what is the point? I feel more that this is a withdrawal, a conscious withdrawal of speaking. Okay, so either you were dealing with someone who you cannot trust, and you're like, you've just withdrawn from this. The 5 of Cups in the reverse indicates, you know, this is stemming from, you know, maybe feeling abandoned in a connection in the past, or feeling like, you know, there was grief, something you were grieving. And the 5 of Cups in reverse says you're moving on from that. You're forgiving your past. You don't forgive, you know, a person, not, how can I put this? Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. What they're giving me is you forgive a situation or a person for your own karmic load, to release the baggage so that you do not carry that heavy connection with you. You don't forget the lesson. You don't forget what happened because you need to take that lesson with you, but you forgive it because you're like, you know what? I'm just moving on. I'm leaving it in the past. I'm chalking it up to experience and I'm moving on. But with this, I feel like perhaps you got no closure in the situation. Someone abandoned the connection and you felt very quiet because of it. I just feel like there is a quiet acceptance to something, but I feel like you're about to find your feisty. I feel like you're about to really, if you felt a little bit empty recently or unmotivated to find love, or I feel like you're strong because you've had to be strong. There is a surrender to this card. I do feel like third eye chakra is also activated here. Seeing what you truly want, being sort of compassionate with yourself and patient with yourself as you rebuild something. So that is your protagonist energy, putting your own needs first. It's number 8 in the major arcanas, and number 8 is the number of self. So I feel like you are, you know, focusing on yourself. So let us go a little bit forward. We've got the World card. It is in the resistance position. So this is the protagonist energy. This is the antagonist position. So what is against you? Closing out a cycle is they're indicating. The challenge here is closing something down, moving into a new cycle, something that was on delay or you feel like was unfinished business, or perhaps you feel like you didn't get closure on something, so you're staying silent. Perhaps someone from your past keeps reaching out to you, but you're just ignoring it. You feel like you cannot go there, or there's nothing more you can say, or you've got lots to say perhaps, but you just don't know how to vocalize it, is what I'm getting. The World card in this position indicates that there is something that is incomplete, or there's been a, there is some doubt here in this. Now, I do feel like there's a tinge of regret with this card. I'm going to pull a card and see what that regret is, whether it is a person who regrets how they treated you, Aries, or whether that is you having some regrets on things that you coulda, woulda, shoulda done in a situation. This is a card of tying up loose ends for this reading. I feel like it's a reminder that some things have to come to a natural conclusion. We have to let them go in order to move into something new. Now, Aries, that's often a difficult position to be in, especially if someone abandoned a connection in the past. Someone either abused their power or sabotaged a connection and left you there sort of hanging. It's very difficult. It's almost like that card literally is showing you the weight of the world on your shoulders when it comes to love. So I'm going to quickly pull a card and see what that's about. We're going to go deeper and find a deeper meaning in the Celtic cross and see what's going on there. World card, can you please clarify the World card? The Star in the reverse and the Strength card again. So you've had to be strong because you've had a real test of faith when it comes to love. Now I'm sending you a huge hug out there, Aries. Massive one. If I had huge arms, I'd embrace you all out there and give you the biggest hug and love I have to give. But the Strength card in the upright and the Star card in the reverse, something really confused you, confused the hell out of you, made you feel like, love shouldn't feel this painful, or love shouldn't make you feel this, there's a negativity that goes with this Star card in the reverse. Something that perhaps you didn't see coming, or you felt like someone pulled the wool out over your eyes. I don't feel like it's that you've been duped, but I do feel like something's being ignored here. So either you're having the strength to ignore the fact that there is unfinished business with somebody, and you feel like I have to close out this cycle because it just keeps repeating itself and no one is learning a lesson. The World card in this position often indicates there's a lesson or something that is not being seen, that is not being learnt, and therefore you have to take the challenge yourself, Aries, and close something down. So I feel like you're having the strength to sort of look elsewhere, or find hope elsewhere in a situation, because it's really caused you that level of cynicism or lost hope in this area. And I feel like you're trying to find that strength and rebuild. So they're giving the same energy of, with this card too. Now the unified energy. Now, thank you so much. I'm so grateful. They're showing me someone wearing two different colored socks. So if that is you, if you're wearing two different colored socks, number one, if I was wearing a hat, I would you call it doff my hat? I will tip my hat to you, because I love it when people wear, just naturally wear different colored socks, small little rebellions all over the place. So if that's you wearing different colored socks, then there's something in this message for you. It doesn't mean it's not your reading if it does not connect to you. It just means they want that person to pay close attention, as their attention may have wavered briefly, okay? Now, the High Priestess, intuition is key. And I feel like you're very psychic, especially towards the end of September into October months. You've got natural intuition anyway, Aries, but I feel like a door opens to you that's a little bit wider in terms of psychic energy. I do feel like there's a real potential here to meet somebody out of the blue that you just have a connection with, because they're showing me that face, that one face there that is sort of separated into two. And I feel like it's energized. You're magnetizing the right person towards you because the vibrations are high. But this means that when you get a High Priestess card, it means that you're going to vibe with someone that's on like a different level, okay? Subconsciously, there is a lot of wisdom that you've known this person before. I just get this energy that you're embodying a familiarity with somebody new who's coming on in. Because we got the Chariot card, which means you're moving away from the past situation. You're taking action and moving. You're changing something here. And the Wheel of Fortune says, out of the blue, there's someone who just gets you. So if you're single looking for love, there's definitely an energy of you trying to close down a cycle that has been difficult to close down for a while. You may be asking yourself, why do I keep thinking back to a past person occasionally? It may be that we need to still process some things. Doesn't mean you want to be with that person. I mean, you may do. But in the resistance position, the World card says there's unfinished business somewhere, or there's a loose end to be tied up, and you need to have that courage to really address it and identify it, because there's someone coming on in here that just vibes with you on a totally different level. Now we got Leo energy here. We've also got Leo Taurus, Scorpio Aquarius energy. We've got Virgo energy here, as well as Cancerian energy. So I do feel like there's a potential to meet somebody who as soon as you meet them, you just know this is the one. Okay, that's what I'm getting from this reading. Also, you may have a little bit of nervousness that you may feel like time is running out if you're wanting to have a family, for example. You may feel like, if you're a feminine energy, that, I feel like this person that you're about to meet would want to settle down with you in an energy of having a family. But I mean, if you cannot have children, for example, you may want to adopt in the future, or if you do not want children at all, that's fine. I feel like this person is on the same wavelength as you, whoever this person is that's coming on in. Now we got the Chariot card, which means you're moving forward. You may be physically moving forward in your world. You may be thinking about buying a new home or relocating in some way, but I feel more this card is about a spiritual journey, and boy, have you been on a pretty tough ride, Aries. I do feel with this Chariot card there's action and change. You're taking the power back and you're moving forward in a way. I do feel like you are overcoming any obstacles or any bumps in the road that you've had with love, and I do feel like you're overcoming them in order to be motivated to get out there again, for example. Now, I know we're going through a major pandemic at the moment, Aries, and it may be difficult to find someone to love, but when fate is involved, and it really is with that Wheel of Fortune, then no matter what the circumstances, no matter what's going on around the world, there will be love, and you will find the person you're meant to be with. Fate will just put you in front of that person, okay? Whether that's at the local store, whether that's at your place of worship, if you if you worship a religion or some sort of source, whether it is you take yourself out on a retreat or a spa, or you go on a staycation or something like that, you will be put straight in front of the person you're meant to meet. Okay, so the Chariot card indicates motivation as well. I'm going to pull a quick card on that. The Chariot card is a success card. It is you're moving forward away from any trouble, or away from any sort of self-doubt or defeat. If you felt like you lost out, remember, there's no such thing as missed opportunities, because what is meant for you will never pass you by. It will stay right by your side through thick and thin. Okay, so let me just clarify that Chariot card. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please clarify? Whoa, that is a lot. Okay, so we've got the Ten of Cups, we got the Page of Cups, we've got the Five of Pentacles, we got the Knight of Swords, and we got the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so Ten of Cups, you're moving towards happiness. I mean, the Ten of Cups and the Page of Cups indicates that there is new love coming on in here, and it is everything you are wanting and more. Ten of Cups says this can go to term, go through to marriage or a high-level commitment if you're wanting that, build a family, or whether you don't, depending on what you want. This is all that you desire. This is sort of total love, support, contentment, the happy ever after. Okay, now of course, no relationship is like unicorns and rainbows and all of those things. It takes work, and it takes patience, and it takes understanding and listening. Listening is so important, okay? And not taking each other for granted, all of those things. So, and also having fun, most importantly, remembering why you fell in love with a person in the first place. So Page of Cups often indicates new love just popping out of nowhere, quite a surprise. It's often represented that there's a cup there with a fish that's just like out of nowhere, there's love. That fish is not meant to be in that cup. So it's about coming out of your depths, coming out of your comfort zone, and, you being sort of in a place where you're just not expecting this sort of, they say plenty more fish in the sea. Well, it's almost like that fish just all of a sudden is in your cup. And I don't mean you're going to meet this person in their, in a cup or anything like that. What I mean is that it's like out of nowhere, there's love, especially since you've got the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like there's going to be an opportunity for you to, out of the blue, meet somebody that is fated to be for you, a soulmate type of energy, someone who may be slightly younger than you. So you may be feeling a little bit nervous about that, Aries. Age is just a number. It really is. You can meet people who are way younger than you and have the same level of maturity as you, or more, a higher level of maturity as you. You can meet someone who's older than you and has less maturity as you. It's all about how deeply we have met ourselves. Now, that only comes through looking at the shadow side, going through dark night of the soul. We all have to go there at some point, but you may meet people who have not met themselves deeply, and therefore they have nothing more to offer you than what they can at that time. And it's about recognizing that. Sometimes we I don't know why they're giving it to me like this, but I'm getting it like this, so I have to give it to you the way that they're giving it to me. It's hard not to take a separation. Personally, we start to look at our own, like, why did this happen? We all have moments of like, well, screw them, it's their loss. But then we'll have real vulnerable moments, 3 a.m. thoughts where we're like, but why me? Why did they choose to do that to me? Why? What happened? I had nothing but love and care and everything. I offered everything. And often we forget, Aries, that it's not to do with us. It's to do with the other person and how deeply they've met themselves, and what they're running away from, or what they are avoiding within themselves, what they're projecting onto other people. So, I don't know why they're giving it to me like that, but they're indicating, there's going to be a level of depth to this new person that comes on in. They may be slightly younger, but it doesn't mean that they're not on the same page as you, as it were. So I do feel like you will be talking to somebody new out of the blue. This person is really cute. They don't have much baggage, this person. I feel like they are, whether they've worked on themselves and released that baggage, I feel like this person brings a little bit of hope into your world, especially since we got 5 of Pentacles here in the reverse. This indicates your hope sort of returns. So where you've been feeling, if you're been feeling a little bit unmotivated to go out there and get love, or you've lost that spring in your step, I feel like you find that spring in your step again with this new person. Also, 5 of Pentacles says if you're going to get a new job, or you're moving home, you're deciding to shake up the system there's really a lot of potential to find somebody new there as well. Now, the Knight of Swords, I'm going to pull a quick card on this Knight of Swords, because we got Knight of Swords in the reverse indicates no action. Now, I just want to see if that is you at first, exhibiting no action towards somebody new, because they're giving me this. I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but every sword that has come out so far is in reverse. So again, they're indicating the throat chakra for me, that there's something here that either there's a conversation that has not been said to somebody, or you feel like you're resisting or holding back, or perhaps you're shy. And, it's difficult to, when we get heartbroken, we're bruised. Okay, so if you've been separated from somebody in the past, and there's been a real abuse of power, or there's been self-sabotage that's gone on there, you may have found yourself a little bit shyer than you were when you were younger, because you're in a protective mode. Once bitten, twice shy kind of energy. Knight of Swords in the reverse suggests also that someone may have been deliberately unkind to you or cruel to you in a relationship in the past, and it has made you silent. So I just want to pull a quick card on that on its own. I'll do that in a moment. 4 of Pentacles indicates you're opening up to a level of vulnerability that perhaps you've, been scared to go to before. But I do feel like you're releasing any control, and I feel like you're opening yourself up to some new love that's coming on in. Quite exciting energy. We got Wheel of Fortune, which means they're going to just pop right out of nowhere. Let me just clarify that. Okay, I'm just going to go to the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. Thank you so much for it, guys. Great angels, can you please guide my beautiful Aries? What do they need to know about the Knight of Swords in the reverse? Temperance card. Strength. I mean, they keep giving the same cards, Aries. That's a totally different deck. That's 3 decks now that have given me the strength card for you. Okay, so I feel like you're building your strength back. You are sort of coming back into some sort of balance, some sort of harmony, and you're being patient with yourself, as well as finding love, because I really feel like something, I mean, it could have been verbally, or I hope not physically, but either or is just as bad. Mentally abusive. I feel like this is a real negative card in the reverse. It's quite sharp. It had real damage done there. Someone who is very, I mean, could even, well, could even be physically sort of unkind as well. But this card, I mean, you're building yourself back up from this. I'm going to go one more and see if I can get anything more from that, because I just feel like you've been patient, and you may have even just, you know, focused on your own needs for a while, and you may have been in a solitary energy for a while. It's not that you didn't want love, but I feel like you've been rebuilding after something that was quite damaging. Now, this could be also representing someone who just, you know, someone who you thought you were going to be with but never takes any action. So I just want to clarify that card. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aries? What do they need to know? Balance. Same card, Temperance card, balance, harmony, you know, give and take. You want someone who is in give and take mode, someone who is kind, someone who's generous, because whoever this was not. Okay, we'll go one more. Just as I'm shuffling, they're giving me a name, Liam. Liam. So if your name is Liam, or the person you were dealing with was called Liam, or maybe someone new is coming on in called Liam, or perhaps someone called Liam is going to introduce you to somebody new, or introduce you to somebody in the past. So please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone. Yeah, someone really self-sabotaged. Someone sabotaged a union with you, kept you hanging, was really selfish. You know, this person, you may have felt like this person sort of you may have caught this person, you know, deliberately either withholding information from you, or you may have realized, are you doing this for kicks? You know, I just feel like you realized your overthinking was, so you know when your intuition says, something doesn't feel right in this situation, and then you approach your partner and you say, can we talk, because something feels a little bit off, and they go, don't be silly, it's all in your head. It's all in your head. Okay, you're making things up. You're just insensitive. You're just oversensitive. All of those things. And then you find out that actually you were right, Aries. I feel like there's something like that here. Okay, because I feel like someone's done a real, you know, sneaky number on you in the past that has perhaps even suspended your energy for moving forward and gaining love. But I feel like when the moment is right, the moment is right, and the right love is going to come towards you. Divine timing, okay? So if you felt like there was no action for a while, it was because you were building your strength back and loving yourself fully and recognizing healthy boundaries, strong self-esteem will not let someone like that back into your life, okay? So we're just going to leave it like that. Wheel of Fortune. I'm getting this energy of out of nowhere, there is love, okay? So if you've been going round and round circles for a while, or felt even in a suspended energy, because you can see that figure there right in that cocoon, okay? The cocoon often indicates that, you know, it's a stationary energy. You may feel stuck, like nothing's happening, but actually there's growth. There is love forming for self. There is compassion. There is starting to feel comfortable in your own skin, self-love. There is security, okay? You're healing yourself. So I feel like if you've been going round and round in circles, I feel like it's about to be a rebirth, and Spirit has got your back. I do feel that out of nowhere, Spirit is almost like airlifting you out of a situation and putting you right in the spot where you're meant to meet somebody. Your luck is changing when you get a Wheel of Fortune. So it means sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down. That's just the way life is, okay? But there's some good comedy and karma coming here, and destiny. They just actually said the word destiny. That's why I sort of stumbled when I was saying karma. So they said destiny. So I was about to say, I said comedy, because I'm scrying at the same time as I'm reading your cards. So yeah, good karma coming. This person is your destiny. So expect the unexpected. Let's go and get a little bit more deeper energy for you. I'm doing a Celtic cross. I'm using the mystical moments, the magical moments. Is it? No, sorry. It is the Mystical Moments Tarot by CATRIN Wellstein. Get it right, Baba. Get it right. And I'm only reading the uprights in this deck, apart from the challenge position. Okay, so let us go. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aries? What do they need to know? So what is the heart of the matter? I mean, this card literally spun around, and as it was spinning around, they showed me a directional gauge, like a compass. Okay, it was just going like that. I hope you caught that on camera. I think you can see about that much in the camera, but it's spun around. Anyway, it's the Six of Swords. So Six of Swords is a necessary transition. It's also a travel card. So we got the Chariot card and the Six of Swords. You're moving away from something that emotionally was very tough to deal with, that may have given you a lot of mental conflict, that you overthought for a long time. You may even wondered, you know, am I going crazy? But because someone may have said to you, you know, oh, it's in your mind or whatever. I don't think so, Aries. I feel like intuitively you knew exactly what was happening, what was going down there. Six of Swords, you're finding where home feels like home, okay? As you can see, she's got that anchor there. She's going further afield to see where she feels emotionally stable, where she feels like she's anchoring herself to become strong and grow roots. So I feel like that Six of Swords is often an energy that you're protected by spirit as you navigate tough seas. They're guiding you away from anything that was difficult and into calmer waters. Now, sometimes we, because they just said the word karmic to me. So I'm going to explain that sometimes we do gravitate towards a karmic relationship. It is often a very difficult one to navigate. And sometimes we become in a cycle with that person where we know we should perhaps detach ourselves from that, but there's so much love, there's so many different elements to the relationship, we find it difficult to release ourselves from that. Someone in the comments box the other day said, Baba, do a reading about karmics. So I will, my guides have told me to hold off on that at this time, but I will sort of negotiate the energy if I can. You know, karmic energy can be very sometimes damaging. So, you know, I'll see what I can do is what I'm going to be honest and say in this situation. But when we gravitate towards a karmic and we know that we should perhaps leave that situation because there's love, sometimes we gravitate back towards it. We cannot help ourselves. It's like a magnet. It's like a moth to a flame. Even though we are clear thinking people who are very intelligent, who, you know, in every other part of our lives, we are very strong and, you know, we can see the way clearly. When it comes to love, sometimes, especially when we're gravitating towards a karmic, sometimes it's like a washing machine. You don't know which way is up, but you still keep going on this in the cycle. Okay, you just can't help it. So I feel like you are moving away from that. So if you felt like this person was a karmic, because they're just saying the word karmic, so I have to assume that perhaps you were with a karmic. The energy is you're moving out of that. Okay, so I feel like you're seeing where you fit in. It's not that you're coasting, but I do feel like you've taken a while. As you can see, that figure there is sitting on that cloud. You may have felt like you've felt ungrounded for a long time. Whereas before, when you were younger, you just knew what you wanted, you went after it, you got it, the end. But I feel there's been a bit of a space in between where there's a bit of a limbo I'm feeling from this. Now let me just see the challenge position. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aries, the challenge in this situation? What is the challenge here? Queen of Cups. There was love. There was someone you offered love to, but they made either you feel insecure, they may have, you know, been emotionally manipulative in their energy, make you feel smothered. But I feel there was a point where, you know, you're looking for a soulmate, of course, because we've got that seahorse there. Seahorses, they represent soulmate energy. Seahorses, they partner up for life. Also, there is this element here of perhaps people saying, oh, plenty more fish in the sea. I know it's a cliche, but when your heart longs for one person, it's really difficult to see that there is plenty more fish in the sea. The challenge also here, the Queen of Cups, is often, the challenge is loving ourselves fully and recognizing we deserve better. Okay, Queen of Cups is a card of compassion, of self-love, and, you know, being a healer. And Aries, when you're one of those people who, you know, you may have people, I don't really want to say it like this, but sometimes when people have trauma and they are, you're not here to fix people, let's put it that way, okay? You're here to love yourself fully, Aries, on your own terms, and then gravitate towards someone who also loves themselves fully on their own terms, and both of you together create a healthy relationship. Now, I know the world is not just like that. It's not black and white. Sometimes there's so many elements that are in play, but sometimes the Queen of Cups, she gets taken advantage of because she is so sensitive, so kind, so open, so caring, and so nurturing. and has that healing energy that people who tend to need fixing or tend to have things going wrong in their world, they gravitate towards, good people. And Aries, you're good people. So even though, you are a fire element and this is a water element, the energy here is someone may have taken advantage of your wonderful love in the past, may have made you feel insecure, or maybe even made you feel insecurities and jealousies that you'd never even imagined you'd ever feel, but it ate you all up, okay? I do feel like the challenge now is rebuilding yourself back. I feel like that's what you're in, that mode of loving yourself fully and getting yourself in a position where you're opening up to, the soulmate that is coming on in. There is definitely a soulmate coming on in here for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. What is below my beautiful Aries? I feel like in that challenge position, I almost hear the question, where is the love? Because you've got so much to offer, Aries. I feel like you're like, where? I've got so much to offer. I bring so much to the plate. I've got such an open, loving heart. I just want to love someone who loves me fully. So what is below you? Temperance. Having patience, and Aries, for a fire element, Aries, for anybody to say, hey, Aries, hey, Leo, Sag, have some patience. You're like, not that word again. I mean, how long is how long? How long do I have to wait? Because you have had patience, Aries, a lot of it. But this Temperance card indicates deep down you know that there is a process. Deep down you know there's divine timing. And as much as you want it now, and we all want it now, but I feel like you're coming into some sort of balance. And the Temperance card doesn't just mean harmony and balance. It means you're re-examining your priorities during that time. You're using that time carefully, where you're working out, what do you want? Do you want someone who always flies away at the sign of trouble? Do you want someone who stays by your side and doesn't have their feathers ruffled, and sticks right by you during times of discord or disharmony? Do you want someone who is protective? Someone who's kind, loving, gentle? Do you want someone who is, sometimes we gravitate towards people who have a mystery or an element of bad boy or bad girl to them, and we just can't help it. It's like a magnet. But maybe you've matured now and you're like, maybe that doesn't suit you anymore. So I feel like there's different elements there. There's going to be some people like, no, Baba, I still want the bad boy, I still want the bad girl. That's okay. You can have that, but they've got to have respect for you. And I feel in this Temperance card, you're really working out, re-examining those priorities of what it is that you want. Okay, this is not just wasted time that you're just patiently waiting, twiddling your thumbs, waiting for someone to show up in your world. I feel like you're really figuring things out for yourself. We all come to this earthly plane not knowing who we are and discovering who we are in each moment, because, we're very different from year to year, from moment to moment. So what you wanted maybe 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 2 years ago, may not be what you want now. So deep down, I really feel like you're trying to find that balance. Now, what is behind you? Okay, what is in the past for my beautiful Aries? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aries? They're showing me this image. When I was meditating on your cards, they're giving me the image again. I don't really understand it, so I didn't mention it. Only if the images come up a second time when I'm scrying do I mention them. And they're showing me, it's almost like a T shape. And it's like, I can only describe it as if I was melting silver or something, or what's that material in a thermometer? I don't know. I can't think of it right now. I'm scrying, so I can't detach. If you could let me know, that'd be great. Thank you so much. I'm sure grateful. It's like if I was melting silver or something and I was pouring silver into a T shape. It's like the liquid seems like this thick, viscous, but like silver metally kind of liquid. And I feel like it's just slowly moving along a T shape, that it's forming. So either you're someone who melts metals for a living, or maybe you solder silver or something like that, and you make it into different shapes. And they're showing me a T shape, so maybe T means something to you, or I'm not really sure. I think that metal in a thermometer, I mean, I'm going to kick myself right in the you-know-what when I remember, but I feel it has the letter M at the beginning. But anyway, T, So I don't know how that resonates for you. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it like that because they keep showing me the image. So if that does resonate for you, then there's something in this message for you. If it does not, it does not mean it's not your reading. It just means they want that person to pay close attention. Now, in the past, we got 3 of Cups. So in the past, there's an element of celebration, good fun. I mean, before, of course, the world circumstances of things like the pandemic, et cetera, hit, you know, we all think back to those days where we think, oh, you know, that was a better time, of course. But the 3 of Cups here. Now, I'm going to pull a card on it because it could be that, you know, I have to acknowledge that a 3 of Cups could be a third-party situation that occurred in the past. It could also be that someone interfered in your union. It doesn't mean that this person cheated on you, Aries. It can mean that someone interfered in the connection, perhaps someone who tried to set your person up with someone else, or, you know, there was a family member, some sort of family conflict that got in the way here. 3 of Cups indicates this person at some point may have made you try to make you jump through hoops, and your friends did not like this person. I'm just going to pull a quick card on that for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide? 4 Wands. So they are indicating a separation with that 4 Wands in the reverse. Arguments perhaps over a third-party situation. I mean, it may even be arguments over somebody who's like friends with their ex, and that ex really enjoyed, you know, sort of creating drama. Or it could be that, you know, there just seems to be a bit of drama that goes with this, and the 4 of Wands in the reverse indicates arguments, or, you know, that's why there was a separation energy. I'm going to go one more. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aries? What do they need to know? Can you please guide? Thank you so much. 2 of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so 2 of Wands, the 2 of Wands in reverse does kind of indicate that this person wasn't really juggling you per se, but may have let the drama get in the way of it. 2 of Wands also indicate that things just fell apart. Okay, so either this person was at a distance from you and things just got in the way. Third party can mean anything got in the way, just an extra element, like this person may have chosen their career to get in the way, or their friends got in the way. Let's go again. 2 of Wands, 4 of Wands. I mean, that's a lot of wands. And we got the 10 of Wands, a lot of stress, and we got the Devil card. Okay, so there was some sort of pattern here, or something that caused a lot of drama. Capricorn energy with that Devil card. 10 of Wands energy is fire, which is Aries, Leo, Sag. So whatever this was that you felt attached to, Aries, caused a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, and you may have felt like exhausted with this. I mean, you could have even been with someone who was an energy vampire. You just did a lot of the legwork, and they just really didn't do anything for the union. There was no follow through. They didn't say what they were going to do. They didn't invest in the relationship the way they'd hoped for, the way that you had hoped. The Devil card can also, sorry, I just got a little itchy back there. The Devil can also indicate someone had some sort of addictions. Could be substance abuse, or could be controlling issues, obsessive energy. So however it manifested in your union, there is definitely something that you've detached yourself from. And I feel like you may have had a lucky escape there, okay? So, but there's still something lingering, which the World card in reverse says you just need tie up a little bit more of that loose end in order to move forward. Release the baggage, even if it's as simple as saying, you know, I surrender, I release the baggage, I'll let that go, and I embrace the new. So let us see what is coming. What is the potential? Show me the potential for my beautiful Aries. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aries? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for the... now we got a 4 of Swords here. And we got the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, no, they want... Sorry. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. No, they want it in the correct order. Sometimes they ask me to put 2 cards in a certain position, and I thought because the 2 came out for this position, but they said no, so I'll put it exactly the way they asked for. 4 of Swords, the potential here is for you to rest, recuperate, and just build your strength. And 4 of Swords often indicates your guides are with you, and it is about getting peace of mind and rebuilding yourself. So potential here. 4 of Swords can also be a potential for you to be in a solitary energy for a while of your choosing. Okay, it's almost like be ready to act. There will be love that's coming on in, but rest, rejuvenate, make yourself, you know, the best that you can be, ready to receive. Okay, I'm going to pull a quick card on that Four of Swords. I'm using the ARCHEON Tarot by Timothy LANTZ. I'm only reading the upright in this deck. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aries? What do they need to know? Please, can you guide them for their greatest good? We got the Queen of Wands, and we got the Lovers. You're preparing yourself, making yourself look beautiful I mean, you're beautiful anyway, but the Queen of Wands is a card of beauty, someone who's very attractive, someone who turns heads. So it's almost like they're saying, get your beauty sleep, you know, eat good food, exercise, make yourself feel good inside, and that will reflect on the outside. That's all that matters, okay? You're not here to dress up or make yourself beautiful for other people. You're here to do it for yourself, but inadvertently, you are turning heads. Okay, Queen of Wands is that card of beauty. And also you're finding your confidence back, your feistiness. Okay, Aries, so I feel like the Queen of Wands says you're bringing back feisty. And, you know, I feel also that strong, healthy sort of self-esteem there. Also, I feel that free-spirited lust for life coming back here. Motivation, drive, there's spark. Okay, now the Queen of Fire also indicates sometimes that creative collaborations. So you may be putting yourself out there in terms of meeting people. For example, if there's a hobby that you enjoy doing, or you're letting your passion lead the way, is what they're giving me. You're being inspired to get out there and do something that creatively sets your soul on fire. Wherever you express yourself is what they're giving me, whether you're doing things like volunteer work to help other people, or whether you're an artist and you're putting yourself in a group setting to do life drawing or a class, or whether you're, you know, even if you're someone who does number crunching, but on the weekends you enjoy rambling in the countryside, or whatever it is that you enjoy. Group settings are important. This is a card of being encouraged to express yourself in your own unique way, and also connect to others. Because that's when you co-create your destiny as well. And I feel like from there, that Lover's card indicates you will meet a soulmate. Okay, it is your choice. Basically, it says remain in a solitary energy, look after your beautiful self, or, you know, you have the choice to attract a soulmate here, should you wish. So the Lover's card indicates partnership, a deep soulmate attraction, a unification, two people, two entities coming together to create a wholeness and partner up for life, that sort of energy. So the potential here is you're getting ready, is what I'm getting there. Now, in the near future, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Destiny steps in. I mean, to get two Wheels of Fortune in with two different decks there, Aries, expect the unexpected. Fate is intervening and bringing you some good karma here, and I feel like they're going to put you in the right place at the right time to meet your person. Divine timing in all things here, okay? So out of nowhere, you're in the right space to meet your soulmate. Leading with your heart is important. The heart leads the way. It is the top cog right there, and she's also holding a pocket watch. Divine timing. So I feel like you're going to recognize everything just sort of all of a sudden happens, and things just kick into place. It's like all the cogs in the wheels are all sort of, they're all moving together. Lucky breaks sort of energy. Coming out of a comfort zone, doing something different, a gamble, for example, a risk, it pays off. So if, for example, you're somebody who's like, well, I don't know how I'm going to meet anybody. And then you're like, you know what, I really love this. I don't know. I don't know why they're showing me. It's like a drink mixing course or something. Mixology. I don't know what that is. Yeah, is that a thing? They're showing me like a mixology. Yeah, I guess so. A course or something like that. You're like, you know what? I've always wanted to know how to make champagne, or I've always wanted to know how to make my own wine, or whatever. I feel like you're doing something just radically different than what you would usually do, Aries, like putting yourself on a group thing, rather than go out and put yourself online to a dating course or a dating app. I mean, you can, of course, do that as well, but I feel like you're doing something a little bit different, and out of nowhere, you meet somebody new, okay? Now, what is the advice that you're giving to yourself in this moment? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. What is the advice Aries is giving to themselves in this moment? We've got the King of Cups. You want to find your soulmate. You're ready to receive love, you're loving yourself fully, and you're waiting for your match. So you're about to manifest that, okay? So we got a match right there. King of Cups indicates maybe a little bit of hesitancy yeah, I feel when you meet this new person, there's a slight hesitancy. I think I mentioned this already, because the King of Cups here, as you can see, this King of Cups, it's almost like built like in the shape of a tower, but there's an arch there. It's almost like a big love that you experienced in the past. You let that person through, but it was tumultuous waters and there was a lot of rocky emotions there, okay? And you may be saving yourself or protecting your next venture, as it were. So you may be a little bit protective of launching your heart, your ship, for the next love, but I feel like it's worth it, okay? So it's definitely worth it. It's a soulmate energy, but I feel like you're waiting for the highest love of all. The King of Cups is someone who is really open with their heart, someone who is willing to be vulnerable and take a chance on the depth of love that you're hoping for. I feel like it's definitely a match. Now, let me see the external circumstances. Two of Wands, waiting. Do you want this one as well? No. Okay. Two of Wands is waiting. So waiting for maybe the world to go to some sort of space where you feel it's safe for you to go out and meet somebody new. You could also be, making some choices. What it is that excites you in the world, what it is that you're... Because Two of Wands is often a planning energy. Where to next? Trusting in the unknown, but also mapping where to go next. So maybe you're thinking about putting yourself on this course, or maybe you are deciding to travel when the world has less restrictions, for example. Maybe you are... Okay, they're just giving me Cuba, so I don't know, either you're planning a trip to Cuba or you had a plan to go to Cuba, but it was... put on hold because of what's going on around the world. Please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone, of course. Or maybe you're from Cuba and you are thinking about making some plans. Two of Wands is planning. So I feel like you're waiting but planning, and I feel like you are going to make progress, but you're aligning yourself with what you need. So building your strength, for example, wishing upon a star, getting yourself beauty sleep or getting yourself into shape, but also manifestation is important. I feel strong magician manifestation energy as well. Now, what is a hope and a fear? We got the Moon card. So the Moon card indicates slight hesitancy. The hope here is that out of nowhere, there's love, because the Moon says behind the scenes, things are working, and that things are just going to come to the surface, and it's all going to just, you're going to make some voluntary changes in your world and shake up your energy. And the fear part is, confusion. You don't want to be confused by somebody, who leaves you not knowing. You may also, you've experienced unhappiness. You know what it feels like to be let down by somebody. So I feel like there was a fear there as well with that. But I feel you're trying as much as you can to trust in the unseen, and that Spirit has your back with this card, okay? Also, the Moon card often represents things just popping out of nowhere, okay? It's almost like great opportunities lie in the shadows. So I do feel like it's like in the place that you least expect it, you will find love. Now, can you show me an outcome for my beautiful Aries? What do they need to know in terms of outcome? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to see? Can you please guide them? What are they meant to see? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. We've got Ace of Pentacles. We've got Five of Wands. We've got King of Wands. And we've got Justice. Beautiful. So Ace of Wands indicates the spark of something new, something solid, something starting to grow. So in the future, I feel like you will nourish a connection with somebody who is grounded, loyal, someone you can trust, something that you've waited a long time for. Ace of Pentacles can also mean if you are, for example, making major changes in your world, you're getting a new job, or promotion, moving into a different team, or you're doing something moving into a different sector in terms of your workspace in order to earn money. You know, you're making radical changes which can put you in a position to meet somebody new. Now, it doesn't mean that you're going to meet that person at your workspace. You may not want to meet someone that you work with because you may not want to, you know, rock the boat in that area, but it feels very much like you're meeting someone that there is a spark of something. Now, I feel like it can also be, I feel like it's like love at first sight with you and this person, but I feel like you are hesitant at first. I mean, look, the Five of Wands says there's a little bit of conflict. Now, I'm going to pull a card on this because I do feel like there's a slight hesitancy. There is a slight energy of someone that you tend to think of from time to time. Now, you may not have had a relationship with that person, but you may have, because we got a World card in the reverse position. I mean, you may be even thinking about making big changes, like emigrating or something like that. But there's still something here. Five of Wands, as you can see, this Five of Wands indicates some sort of rivalry or some sort of challenge to choose between people. You know, the chessboard there. So this figure is trying to work out who. So you may have two options. Now, whether this is someone from your past, I mean, if you really think about it, we got two kings here. Okay, two kings, which indicates one that's very emotionally sort of stable and loving and kind, and someone who is, you know, King of Wands energy, someone who is very passionate, but perhaps thinks more in terms of how can I put that? Not looking for a long-term relationship. They may sweep you off your feet, be bold and everything like that, but they may be passionate. It's not that they don't love. I feel like they may not have the depth of feeling that you're hoping for, so I will pull a card on it. I mean, this could be your king energy that comes on in, so I need to pull a card on that. The Justice card does indicate you're weighing up your options, so it kind of suggests that there is two. The Justice card can also says, can I find a solution? So perhaps there is someone that deep in the back of your mind will, or in the future, will come in towards you to find a solution to work things out with you, someone that you may have separated from. But at the moment, I feel like you're in that energy of thinking about new. You're in a solitary energy, okay? So let me just pull a card on this King of Wands for you. Okay. Oh, that's... going to pop that over there for you. Can you please clarify the King of Wands? Is this a separate energy from the King of Water for my beautiful Aries, or is it the same person? Knight of Pentacles, Three of Cups. There's three, okay? So they're indicating someone is more solid than the other. So Three of Cups has come along here, so that indicates that there is going to be a choice. You get to choose between two other people. Knight of Pentacles indicates that there is a solid offer coming on in from both of them. You may not feel it at the moment. One is very passionate. One is very inspiring. This person may be an influencer, someone who is very bold. Aries, this is your energy. This is your card, Aries. They're kind of indicating pick the one that really inspires you to sort of open up your heart and makes you feel passion, all those wonderful things, but also make sure they're grounded. And let me just go again. I feel like you're going to be inspired, but that Five of Wands tells me that there is a conflict here, okay? And the Justice card, weighing up options, the scales of justice. Can you please clarify? Wheel of Fortune. I mean, a third Wheel of Fortune in your reading, Aries, I would run right out to the store and I would buy a lottery ticket. To get 3 Wheels of Fortune in your reading by 3 different decks, I mean, that's pretty unheard of, okay? So they're indicating fate will intervene. You will know the person you're meant to be with. It just feels like it's fate. It feels like it's destiny. You'll know which one is solid. The one you've waited a long time, you know, to feel that good about. But the Wheel of Fortune says destiny will reveal who is meant for you. I'm just going to see if I can anything more before we close the reading. Tell me about that Fortune's Wheel. The Tower. I mean, if you know my readings, the Tower and the Wheel of Fortune come hand in hand. They basically both mean surprise. So and to come out of a comfort zone. Three of Swords. You got to let one go. So the Tower and the Tower and the Three of Swords can indicate, you know, a shocking realization or a painful realization that something is over, or that you have to decide on coming out of a prison in terms of a way of thinking, because it may be causing you to be stuck. So if it's someone from your past, for example, who is coming back, it may make you feel, you know, open old wounds. So it's almost like, just as destiny brings in somebody new, it could be like your old person from the past sort of reaches out and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. What am I supposed to do? Maybe they want to be back with me. Maybe. So look at that figure on the Tower. She doesn't really want to face that Tower. But Tower basically means a chance to start again. Now, they just told me the King of Wands was on the bottom of the deck. No. Okay, it feels hot. 1 second. No. Oh my gosh. The King of Wands is on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, King of Wands. Okay, so, I mean, this is Aries energy. What do you want me to... Sorry, I just want to see what they want to tell me about this card. Let me just take this card. Okay, thank you. So either you were dealing with another Aries in the past, Aries, or because the Seven of Pentacles basically says, can we save this? So it also says, look at the energy that you put into something and look at what you get out of it. Is it reciprocal energy or is it one-sided? So I feel like they're asking you to look at that. Can you save this with someone in the past who really, I mean, there may be a lot of passion and desire with this person, but is it your soul match? Is it what you're looking for in terms of depth of feeling? So I feel like it brings with it a painful realization that you got to let that go, tie up that loose end and move forward into a new cycle, okay? Just going to let that siren go past, okay? But yeah, I do feel like there's someone new coming on in. There will be a slight, in the future, a little bit of a wobble as to whether you want someone new or whether you're deciding on someone in the past who returns to you. I'm just going to quickly show me the return. Is this a return, or is this just someone? Is this Aries just thinking back before they move forward? Is this a return, or is this someone? Eight of Pentacles. So this is someone who may want to return. Yeah. I mean, they just gave you the exact cards, Aries. Spirit's great like that. They give you the exact cards, bang on point. You know, this is someone who may feel a little bit left out in the cold because you're moving on, but I feel like they put you in that position in the first place. The Six of Cups basically means return. So I wanted to know if someone was returning to you, or if it's almost like just when you're focusing on yourself, just when you're repairing yourself, because 8 is the number of self. We got a 5 of Cups here, which means someone returns to you or tries to recover something with you. And the 6 of Cups says they want to reunite with you. Okay, so I just wanted to see if that's something in the future, or whether it's you having conflict because you're overthinking it or wondering about the past. But no, they're physically going to show up in your world, or by reaching out with a text or something like that. This person may offer some sort of apology, which may set you in motion as to thinking whether you can mend it with them. That's why that Justice card is there. That person was receiving karma and they want to find a solution. But I feel like you got the opportunity for new. Okay? Everything in this reading points to you moving towards new. But in the future, be mindful that there will be someone who reaches out. Whether it's a letter, whether it's an email, whether it's a call, out of the blue. This person will reach out to you. That's someone that you know from your past. Now, it doesn't mean that it's an ex-love. It may not even be the person you're thinking of who would reach out. It may be someone who just takes you quite by surprise, okay? So, but I feel like there's new love coming for you. So let us leave it there. I'm just going to get you a Spirit of the Animals Oracle by Jody BERGSMA. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. we've got pronghorn, action. And it says, now is the time to act. And it says, opportunities are here. Move forward with confidence. Your talents will always help you land on the pinnacle. Your quick wit and keen senses will lead you to success. Okay, so taking action, putting yourself into group settings, or getting out there, peacocking yourself. I know it's difficult, as I said, because we're going through a major pandemic, but this is an energy of you doing something that makes you come out of your comfort zone a little bit, doing something differently, and you'll be able to leap into action. I feel like, you know, the Four of Swords basically says be ready. Get yourself ready. There's going to be action. So if getting yourself ready means getting a beauty regime together, or, you know, making yourself feel more good within your skin, or loving yourself fully, or eating soul food, getting into shape just for your health, not for another person or not to attract someone else, but just to feel good about you. Whatever that means, take action, be ready. Okay, so I'm just going to give you a trinket before we close. Thank you so much, spirit guides, good angels. Can you please? Oh, we got a guitar. Okay, so either you've just been picking up the guitar recently and playing it, or whether they want you to listen to more music. I feel like you're vibrationally upgrading. You are vibrationally rising, and you're tuning into what is really right for you. That King and Queen of Cups there. Now, I do feel like there's a lot more love to come towards you, but yeah, I feel like you're tuning into the vibrations of someone who actually matches yours and is on the same page as you. Where would you like this? Where would you like this? Oh, they want it on the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so I will leave that there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. They're just telling me that someone's got a guitar as a tattoo. So if that is you, there's something in this message for you, okay? They're saying... well, they're basically saying they got a tattoo because the way it's coming out is disjointed, but they're saying, you know, guitar is written on skin. Guitar is written on skin. So I'm guessing that means the guitar is, someone's got a tattoo that is a guitar. Or it could mean that, I mean, I'm a vegetarian, and you know I love animals, so I don't really want to think that perhaps there was something gifted to you that was like a piece of leather or something like that that's got a guitar emblazoned on it or something like that. So I'm not really sure. Please take it as it resonates. I'm just going to leave that there, okay? Anyway, let's move on. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me. Also, if you'd like to be with a chance to win a free personal reading, all you have to do is champion yourself in September, okay? Whatever it is that you want to succeed in, Aries, and success looks differently to everybody. Whether you want to have a successful diet or, you know, successfully lose weight, you know, peacock yourself. Say, you know, this is my weight now and this is what I hope for. And then put yourself out there after, you know, the end of September and say, look, I lost all this weight. If you want to set up your own business, you know, set up an email address that has your own business name in it. So you can go, yeah, I got this. I've taken the first step. Or, you know, if you want to, I don't know, if you want to go for promotion, you know, put yourself out there. Whatever it is for you, I want you to really champion yourself in September. You can do this. All you have to do is put in the comments box below, I will succeed. Okay, write those words, I will succeed, and you will, Aries, you absolutely will. And I will gravitate towards one lucky subscriber on the 29th of September, and I'll announce the winner in a video. Okay, thank you so much, my beautiful Aries. Love and light.